In this question, we have been given an answer that's been given by a student. So the original question is 2 to the 2x plus 4 minus 9, and then in brackets 2 to the x equals 0. We're then shown the student's attempt. And as you can see, part A is identify the 2 errors made by the student. So this is a slightly different type of question. So you're going to do a little bit of hunting and seeing what you can find in the question that is mathematically wrong. So we look at the first line, nothing's changed there, and then we look at the second line. And you can see, well, if we were to expand, or if we were to rewrite 2 to the 2x plus 4, you wouldn't do 2 to the 2x plus 2 to the 4, okay? Because that isn't the law of indices. So your first error that we've seen is quite simply 2 to the 2x add 4 should equal 2 to the 2x times 2 to the 4. So that's your first mistake. Then if we read further down, we're having a little look to see if anything else is wrong. So let 2 to the x equal y, that's fine. Then we've got y squared minus y, 9y plus 8. Well, that 8 is the thing that's standing out for me, because you're going to look to see where did that 8 come from. That 8 has come from 2 to the power of 4. And 2 to the power of 4 is 16 and not 8. So the next one is to write 2 to the power of 4 equals 16, not 8. Okay. Part B asks us to essentially just find the exact solution to the equation. Okay. So we start off with the original question, and we are going to split this using the laws of indices correctly. Okay, so that gives us 16 lots of 2 to the 2x. Just like that. Next thing to do is to recognise that we've got a 2 to the 2x and we've also got 2 to the x. So we can transform this into a quadratic by letting 2 to the x equal a letter. And I'm going to choose the letter A. So I'm going to let 2 to the x equal 8. So I get 16a squared minus 9a equals 0. And look to factorise, because this is asking, you go back to the original question, it is asked for an exact solution. So we'd look to factorise. So we're going to bring an a out. And that will tell us what 2 solutions for a would be. So a would be 0. Or a would be 9 over 16. Okay. So now that we know that a would be 0 and a is 9 over 16, we can bring back 2 to the power of x. So 2 to the power of x equals 0, or 2 to the power of x equals 9 over 16. Well, there's a problem with that first one. 2 to the power of x cannot equal 0. So we can just write 2 to the power of x equals 0 is invalid. I'm not going to count that. And we're just going to work with this solution on the left-hand side. So I've got 2 to the power x is 9 over 16, and we can take the log form using base 2, which is a little trick that I use, and leave it like that. That is an exact form answer. So your answer is x equals log base 2, 9 over 16.